Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with the WBZ News Update. Our top stories. Governor Maura Healey says she's ready to work with lawmakers to get her affordable housing bill passed. The governor testified on Beacon Hill this morning, and she said her highest priority is bringing down the cost of living in Massachusetts.
Housing costs and the lack of available housing for families across a range of incomes is the single greatest challenge facing our state.
Governor Healey says the proposed legislation would create housing for the middle class and make home ownership a reality for families priced out of the market. The governor is expected to reveal her budget proposal next week. A Chelsea man is expected in court today, charged in a 2015 murder. The DA's office says Henry Del Rio shot and killed a woman outside an Everett nightclub. He's accused of firing 9 shots into a crowd outside the Braza Bar and Grill. One shot hit Ashley Berryman in the back, and the 23-year-old mother from Malden was killed. Prosecutors describe Berryman as an innocent victim. Amtrak canceled more than a dozen trips between Boston, New York, and Washington today, all due to the freezing cold weather. Our meteorologists are tracking another system heading our way, so let's get a check of the latest forecast with meteorologist Jacob Wycoff.
Cold air has definitely settled in, and the snow showers are going to be around that we have been talking about, arriving heading into the later morning and early afternoon hours tomorrow. We're expecting some accumulations south and east of the Mass Pike, really as you go into Route 44 south and east of there. So for coastal Bristol County and Plymouth County towards the Cape and Islands. It plays out like this with futurecasts. There are clouds, and eventually we're watching this system move through the mid-Atlantic. We're going to be sort of on the northern extent of this system, and the latest trends continue to squash this to the south. So we'll likely get some dry air mixing in, kind of eating up some of those snowflakes to our north. We're going to be dealing with some of those snow showers through Plymouth County, Bristol County, the Cape and Islands before we start to see this wind down. Cold air starts to spill in for your Saturday, likely the coldest day in the 7-day forecast. We currently have temperatures in the 20s, teens as you go into northern New England. The real cold stuff is in the ice box of the country back into parts of northern Minnesota. And we've spent the last, well, we're going to have to update this graphic because we have spent over 36 hours. We're kind of closing in on almost 44 hours and counting. Tuesday, 5 p.m. was the last time we spent above or at 32 degrees, and it's going to take till Monday before we see temperatures getting above 32 degrees. So we have this extended period, not so much of bitter cold, but just of freezing cold temperatures. Upper 20s for highs today with increasing clouds, a few flurries certainly here or there. We're back into the low 20s overnight, mostly clear and cold. That sets the stage for this system to push through the area, bring us some of those snow showers as you go into tomorrow. I think as early as 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, we could see some snow showers lasting all the way through the afternoon in some spots south and east of Boston. As far as what we're kind of watching for, the best totals, I do expect some of the totals to be highest as you go into coastal Plymouth County, as you get towards the rotaries and the bridges. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I also think that we could see some snowflakes to the north, but most north of the Pike will have no accumulations at all. So your weekend forecast does show temperatures getting back into the low 20s, a very chilly Saturday. I think we struggle to get out of the teens in some spots, and it will feel more like single digits with our wind chill back into the upper 20s for Sunday. A more pleasant day, if you can still call upper 20s pleasant. We're going to spend some time even on Saturday morning below 0 for the wind chills. Chilly stuff for sure, but we do moderate as you head into next week, back into the upper 30s, low 40s for Tuesday. We're also watching a chance for some snow and rain to mix in heading into Wednesday. We'll watch that closely, but really the big story is the extended period of below 32-degree temperatures over the next 4 or 5 days. Back to you.
All right, Jacob, thanks. I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.